Well, welcome back to The Witcher 3. My name is Ussur. We're talking to the Baron. We have to go cure a curse. How come people are just standing around, not doing anything? Baron set the stables afire. And we're here. Boy, that looks bad.
Oswin! Where's Oswin? Anyone seen him?
Believe I saw him heading to the stable.
What?
Fire. You blind? Nobody willing to put it out?
Ain't that simple. Most are afraid. Baron flies into a rage. He takes no prisoners.
My brother's in the stable! We've got to save him! He'll burn alive! Him and the horses!
I'll try.
See what I can do.
Hurry now! Quick!
Alright, I do have to find a way in. Luckily there's a ladder right here. Up we go. Now I'm gonna need to use my Ard side in here.
Damn it, lots of smoke. Gotta hurry.
Oop. This place is kinda wrecked. It is a mess.
Over here! Can't get out! Roof collapsed!
Coming to get you.
Whoops. There we go. Open up the door, let out the horses. And his brother.
We've a hero in our midst. You've earned yourself a barrel of Lyrian.
I know your wife miscarried. Was that before or after you beat her to a pulp?
What the fuck are you suggesting?
Don't play me for a fool. You'd been beating them for years. Finally, they'd had enough and fled. Sound about right?
Ah!
Come on. They ran from you, didn't they?
Lying!
Bulk. It's like I knocked out a tooth, too. Geralt should tell the men to put the fire out after that little display.
Sit down. You beat them.
I never laid a finger on Tamara. Not once.
And on Anna.
That's another story. She always knew how to spark my ire.
How'd she get you
Your
angry?
wife. How'd she make you angry? Too much salt in the soup? Socks never darned?
20 years we've known each other. She's seen me drunk and sober. She was there to greet me when I returned the victor. She was there to patch me up in defeat. Like no other, she knew where to press, where to pinch, so it would hurt.
You beat her? For that? For criticizing you?
Oh, Witcher, you haven't a clue, have you? Well, perhaps I shall tell you about it one day. One day, but not today.
You knew
They'd
they ran
run
away.
away from the start.
Yes, I knew.
Why didn't you tell me? Wasted my time.
Say I had. Say I'd said I had troubles. Couldn't control my wife, my daughter. What kind of flaccid prick would you take me for?
How'd they flee? What happened?
Tell me everything you remember about the day they fled. The truth this time.
I'd been soaking myself 3 days straight. Anna came to me, said they were leaving. I begged them to stay. She refused to hear it. I tried to stop her. She wriggled like an eel. We struggled. She fell. Last blasted thing I remember. Woke up in the morn, breeches heavy with my own piss. A large bump on my head. Sadly, they were gone. Know what that's like, Witcher? No. How the fuck could you? I was left with nothing. Nothing! Only the bottle.
Well, sorry about that. The home inspector came back and he needed some to take a couple pictures of things. Alright, what happens next?
What happened next?
Next. It only got worse. I awoke at sunset, not knowing how many days had passed. Thought it was all a ploughing, drunken nightmare. And then I went to the bedchamber, but Anna was not there. Instead, there was blood everywhere. I knew she'd miscarried. My breath short, my throat locked. I neared the bed and saw it. It lay there, a tiny thing, defenseless, on bloodied sheets, dead. And it was my doing.
Must have been a terrible
Seen
sight.
a lot of dead in my time, but that must have been hard.
Unspeakably so. My legs gave out. I saw fields of corpses at Sodden. Saw witches burn in Maribor. But compared to this, all that was a rabbit's prick alongside a great oak. And the guilt is all mine.
We don't know that yet. The amulet Anna wore could be linked somehow. Maybe the fact that she lost it. What did you do with the child?
Wrapped it in a clean sheet and buried it.
Just like that?
Damn you! I gave no thought to a funeral. It was a horror. I wanted it to end. That child had been my dream. I told Anna, the little one, our little one, to make things right. Yet she died before she could be born. Understand, Witcher? My child was dead.
I feel your pain.
I sympathize. I do.
Thank you. And know that I hope you find your Ciri.
Deal we made means I need to find Tamara and Anna first. Just so happens your unborn daughter might help us do that.
What? How?
Sometimes miscarried fetuses, if they don't get a proper burial, turn into botchlings.
Into fucking what?
Let me explain.
A cursed creature that draws strength from killing pregnant women. Once it's strong enough, it attacks those who scorned it.
But how? How does it know?
Blood ties. They're a strong bond. A bond I want to use to find your family.
How?
One of two ways. Legends claim you can bury a botchling under the family's threshold, perform a ritual, and turn it into a lubberkin. That's a sort of, hob, a guardian spirit that could lead me to your family.
And the other way?
We kill it and draw some blood. Take that to the Peller and he does the rest.
Do not kill my child. It's suffered enough already. Lift
I would agree.
the curse that it may finally rest in peace.
Where'd you bury
Whatever
it?
we do, we gotta find the botchling first.
I'll show you where I buried her, and I'll dig the grave at my threshold.
If it turns out we can't transform the botchling into a lubberkin, they can bury us in it. Handy either way.
Let's do this.
The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight, at midnight.
Then wait here with me. Near midnight, I'll take you to where I buried her.
Get word to the common folk. Ought to stay in their homes tonight and draw a line of salt outside their doors. And try to sober up.
Do I take a shovel to dig up the grave?
Take it. You'll need it, but not for that.
It's not in the grave anymore, man. It's a monster. It clawed its way out. A few hours later.
A bit further. Follow me.
Alright, let's go.
You give the child a name?
No. Why would we?
Mistake. Names are powerful seals.
Here's the spot.
Chose a lovely spot.
Damn it, will you relent? I'm ploughing now I've done wrong.
Good. The grave's dug up and empty.
What's that mean?
Botchling's on the prowl.
And here it comes. A monstrosity.
Look!
Turn the botchling
Take it
into a
in your arms,
lubberkin.
quick.
And if it goes Garrity, it'll bite us in the arse before we know it.
Keep screaming and it will turn rabid. It's calm for now.
Bloody hell. What happens when it gets ploughing restless?
It'll bite through your jugular and you'll bleed to death before I can help. Tell me if it starts wriggling. I'll calm it with magic. Pick it up. Take it in your arms.
You want to test the old ways, man.
Merciful gods!
Yikes.
Back to the fortress.
Okay. I'm gonna need
What? With this?
that.
As I recall, you were the one wanted to test the old legends, change it into a lubberkin.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, you wanted to test the legends? Let's go find out if they're true. Won't this be fun?
Angry specters. Botchling's scent attracted them.
Ah!
Do something!
Now I need to use Axie.
Pest, take me! It's writhing something fierce! Can't hold it! Calm it somehow! Oh. Quiet now. But what do you want to do with it?
Me? Nothing. This is your job. Told you, gotta bury it under the threshold. If the tales are true, by tomorrow it'll be a lubberkin. From then on, it'll watch over your house and help me find your family.
Yeah, it's all on you, man. You created this mess, now we get to fix it. And here we go again.
More coming. Need to hurry.
On with it! I'll not wait till they devour us. It worked. It stopped.
Of course it did, it's magic. Magic solves everything.
Chosen a name?
No,
So think of one. It's important.
it's a girl. What would Anna have named her?
I don't know. She's your wife, you figure it out. Sitting there playing with its toes.
Repeat after me. By the powers of earth and sky.
By the powers of earth and sky.
By the world that was to be your home.
By the world that was to be your home.
Forgive me, you who came. but who I did not embrace.
Forgive me. You who came, but who I did not embrace.
I name thee, say her name, and embrace thee as my daughter.
I name thee Daya, and embrace thee as my daughter.
Good. Now bury the body.
What now?
In 1 day's time, Dea should turn into a lubberkin. I'll stay here and wait. You go home.
I'll wait with you.
Out of the question.
But that's my child. And the guilt, the responsibility for all this lies with me.
Time for parental impulses? It's long past. Besides, nothing else you can do here.
But
No buts. Just Witcher's work left to do here. Gotta wait a day and a night for the botchling to turn into a lubberkin. That's it. Go home. And try not to drink yourself stupid again.
Sit and wait. Midnight.
By blood's power I summon you. With your name I beseech you. Hear my call and arise, Dea. Lead me to those bound to you by blood.
And then she takes off.
Probably so hungry. Lads, fancy that?
The worst thing about a lot of these games when you're following someone is they never run at the full speed. I can't sprint because I outrun her. I can't just jog. She outruns me. There's not an in-between for it. And it's just as bad when I'm riding Roach. Like once I get out here, I can summon Roach and follow. But yeah, I can't sprint. I think even Roach's normal road following trot is too fast. And it shouldn't be like that. Like I've got to walk a little bit every once in a while just so I don't run it down. When you're following somebody, it should be a pace that matches your pace.
You. Come on, Roach.
Alright. She just wandered around the side of the house.
Sure wasn't lavender they kept in there. Might be worth looking around, though. Horseshoe. No way a pitch burner could afford a horse.
Yeah.
A bracelet. One of them must have dropped it.
But your senses don't fail me now.
They change in here? Both were here. I'm going the right way. Wants to show me something more.
I don't want to mess with the Andrega either. Let's just get going. We got rot fiends.
Necrophages had a field day.
One more. Oh. They just keep showing up.
Should examine that horse carcass.
Okay, horse carcass. Come on, give me the pop-up. Examine. Examine. There we go.
What do we have here?
Something dead. Bones.
Bones have been here a while.
Saddle.
Chewed on the saddle. Necrophages will eat anything these days.
Ribs.
Giant claws. Wasn't a necrophage made these marks.
Legs.
Horseshoes missing. Is this the animal that lost one in the smokehouse?
Head.
Head torn clear off. Takes incredible strength.
Let's summarize.
Must have been attacked by a powerful beast. Surprised him. Hope they got away. Trail goes on. Good thing it doesn't end here.
Yeah. And we go to a little house. Alright.
A fisherman's hut. Seems she wants me to take a closer look.
Hi.
Who's that? The room. Go on now.
What you seek here, sir? Our hut's out of the way. Woeful. We has nothing. We knows nothing.
Just need information. Looking for 2 women. The Bloody Baron's wife and daughter.
Not a soul have been here, sir.
Sure? Not even passing through? Daughter's medium height, about 20. Her mother's thin, about 40. Seen them?
That sir came at night, right, Mummy? Quiet, boy.
Girl who stayed with you, what happened to her?
Where'd the girl go? Your son said enough, no point in playing dumb anymore.
Sorry, sir, but you don't look like one of her father's men.
Because I'm not. I'm looking for Tamara and her mother. I need to know if they're alive and safe.
Tamara is, hi.
Hello, kitty cat.
She's to my brother's place in Oxenford. But Mrs. Anna, that's another tale. Though anywhere's better than to Crow's Perch with a baron.
Hello.
Cause he beat her, sir. Beat Mrs. Anna, I means.
You rubbing on my mic,
Everyone
really?
knew, but not a one lifted a finger for to stop it.
Hi. Where is she?
What happened to Tamara's mother?
For like
Yes,
this.
you're a good kid.
I was awaiting in the old smokehouse with horses. Cold as hell and so dark, couldn't see past 2 ells in front of you. Moon had
Hi, you're
risen
kind of
high,
in the way.
and
Why
still
don't
hadn't
you
come.
continue on
Began
this
to
way?
fear some demon had snatched him. But finally,
There's
he
a
came
good kitty
forth,
cat.
and we sets off towards the river. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a gale arose. Thought it'd tear my head off. And those damn birds, swarms of them coursing over the woods, raising a racket to make your ears bleed. Mrs. Anna screamed, bent over into herself. Tamara knelt down, gripped her arms. 'Twere then I saw it. Fiery marks on her hands.
Tell me about these marks.
What marks?
These, well, like burned on with hot iron. On the palms, inside.
Burned? Like a cattle brand?
Aye, though these wasn't black scars scabbed over. They's hot and glowing, as if they burned with raw fire.
I know where Anna
A while
is.
back, I met a woman in Crookback Bog. Had fiery marks on her skin like the ones you described.
Must be her, Mrs. Anna. Gods, she's a Crookback Bog.
It's where I saw her last.
Gods of all the heavens protect us. 'Tis clear now whose whisper 'twere in the night.
It is?
The crones took her. She must have made a deal with them. A pact. It's why they marked her and took her like she was their own.
Thanks for the help.
Thanks for your help.
the lady? She'll be all right in the end, won't she?
I'll do what I can to see that she is.
Stop pushing me around, you little turd. How did he even push Geralt around?
So here our paths
Geralt must have
diverge.
been getting out of the way to
Thank
be
you,
nice.
Dea. Go in peace.
And it's gone. Find Tamara in Oxenford. I should probably do that before I go back to him. Yeah, so I need to go to the Hangman's Tree. Where's the nearest one? Southeast. Alright, the Gates of Oxenford.
No passing!
What do you mean, no passage? Open up.
Halt! No passage.
Case of the plague surface in the city or something?
The plague? No. We're to not let folk in the city. It's an order, so I don't, unless someone's got a pass.
What pass are we talking
What
about?
kind of pass are we talking about?
Well, a normal one. A transit pass.
Who issues them?
How should I know? I'm a lowly soldier.
Who's restricted
Who ordered the
access to
city
the
gates
city?
closed?
Word is the king himself. Doesn't want paupers and refugees pissing all over his beautiful city. Apart from which, when folk can go hither and thither, always a chance some spy will slink through. This way, spies got it harder. So, no pass, no passage.
Very well.
Farewell.
Well, that's no good. Thou shalt not pass. Yes? Somebody's interrupting me on my way
Remember
to the
me?
Baron.
Stable hand pulled you out of the fire.
We'll never forget that. Here, I'm grateful.
No problem. Thanks. That's probably a lot of money for you. 20 crowns.
Witcher, a word, please.
What is it?
What is it?
That night when the Baron ordered everyone to lock their doors, stay inside. What did you and the Baron do?
Gotta ask the Baron about that. Speaking of which, know where he is?
Garden. Spends a lot of time sitting there of late.
Drunk.
No, don't drink, don't eat. Just sits.
Huh. Well, I'm gonna gather whatever it is that's here. Quickly. Hand fiber. And moly arrow. I might need it for something.
There you are.
See the hollyhock there? The violet blooms. Brought the plants here from Nazaire. Anna had read some story. Insisted on having them. Spent hours tending to them, trimming, pruning. She was so content at that. And them, the frilly ones, called birds of paradise in Zerrikania. But Tamara called them dragons of paradise. She adored them. Damn shame I'll never learn which blooms would please Dea most. Though it's good to know her spirit's free.
Gotta talk about
Got
your
some
family.
information about your family.
You've learned something? Well, let's go inside. It's a bit chilly out.
Yeah, it's raining. What are you thinking, man?
Any news for me?
Your daughter's in Oxenford.
What the blazes? She all right? In good health? Safe? Why haven't you brought her back?
Never offered to do that.
How do you know she's safe? You see her at least?
No, but I talked to the man who helped her escape and then took her in. Tamara is safe and sound. From what I gathered, she has no desire to see you again, no intention to return.
I shan't trust some peasant dolt. I shan't trust whoever it is helped her. I need to know for certain she's safe.
Well, the city's
Come
on
to her.
lockdown.
You must be sure. See her yourself. I shan't believe anyone else.
That much I can do.
I'm grateful. Take this, call it enticement, and this might prove useful.
What is it?
A letter of safe conduct. Ever since the Redanians took hold of the Pontard Delta, they made it damned hard to get to Novigrad without one. Very well. You were to find them both. What of Anna? Learned anything?
We'll talk about her, don't worry. But right now, you'll tell me about Ciri, just like we agreed.
Fine. A word once given.
Yeah.
When Ciri was on the mend, we took her out on a hunt. Thought a bit of galloping would warm up her limbs, gone stiff from so much bed rest. That lass of yours, pure luck in the flesh. To hunt down a wild boar that size, why, worthy of one of King Foltest's feasts, were he still among the living. Ciri, come! Our haunt should be yours as I see it.
Oh, you done well, lass.
Not bad. Not bad at all. But who goes boar hunting with a sword?
No bow at hand, no spear. My sword was all I had.
Well, you brandished it beautifully. Where'd they teach you that, anyway?
At Kaer
At Kaer Morhen.
Witcher school there, aye. But they only took lads, as I recall.
They made an exception for me.
Right. Mean to say you're a she-witcher?
Not entirely. The mutations, I was never subjected to them. But everything else I know, I learned from the witches there.
Know any of them potions?
Not so much. A bit.
'Cause you see, at times I get this pinching back here.
Shut it, Egrin. Nobody cares about your backside. A woman could swing a sword. I've knowed one. But never seen a lady mount anything but a cock proper. All tipsy on horseback. Nothing strange on account they bloody mount them sideways.
Perhaps you'd care to wager?
Think you can
Hey,
outrun me
no,
on
I
an
don't.
horse? Naturally. What's the stake?
Black mare. The one in the stable.
Oh, that won't do at all.
Well, that's an awfully gloomy face. Too much of a coward to race a woman?
The horse is mine.
To race the Baron himself. I'd consider it an honor.
Oh, that'd be a sight to behold.
Would it ever?
Done. But if I win, I take your sword.
Agreed.
I'd not drink any more
Confident.
this night. You'll want your head about you. We start at daybreak. The day dawns.
Ready?
As ever, first one to the tower.
Alrighty.
Come on, Ciri, don't you embarrass us.
All right. Now, when it's all said and done, what I've really got to do is just stay in front of him when the horse stamina runs out. Not let him overtake me, give it a second of a breather, and then sprint some more. I'm hoping the stamina just lasts. Yeah, it's gonna last the whole way.
Aha!
Boom. Stable hand's gonna have to eat those words.
You're wind, not woman. Worthy of the best horse. The mare is yours.
Thank you!
What?
Another chance to win.
She screamed like a mad woman. In an instant, all had forgotten the wager. Every man ran to save his skin, even were he to break his neck.
And they make it?
Some, aye. Others were not so fortunate. But what happened then? I must say, Witcher, seen a lot, but nothing like this. Never.
Uh-oh. I know that look.
You're a fast learner. You'll know the rest once you find my wife.
Of course. I am going to pause it here.
So long.
Rather than go on a little bit more of the story and exposition, I'm going to stop it here. We're making progress. We have found his wife, we found his daughter, and we can now go visit his daughter. I might do that before I actually finish up with talking to him about the storyline. That way we can turn everything in at once. Anyway, leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so you can see when I post new things. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Catch you on the next one. Bye!